This week, conservative pundit Bridget Gabriel posted a very simple question on social media. One sentence, no follow-up, but it was a question that led to mockery and derision of Ms. Gabriel. The question that she asked on Twitter is this: why are Democrats so intimidated by President Trump's masculinity? Now, I'm going to be honest with you before I get into the responses to this tweet. For the longest time, because I've seen Bridget Gabriel's tweets all over the place, they're always like weird and wacky to the extreme. So extreme that, not going to lie, for the first few years, I honestly thought it was a parody account. I did not know that this was a real person. But apparently she is, and apparently these are the things that she genuinely believes. So let me go ahead and tell you, Bridget, there isn't a single person on this planet that is, quote, intimidated by Trump's masculinity. Like, what the hell are you? You're talking about the man that goes around and does interviews and tweets out on Truth Social, just whining all day, whining and crying and pissing and moaning like a baby. That's the man that you say has masculinity that is intimidating to anyone? Are you okay? Do we need to send you in for an evaluation? Because that's the craziest thing I think I've ever heard. And of course, pretty much everybody on Twitter agreed. Let me read you some of these responses that the Huffington Post put together. One response: they think a grown-ass man who throws temper tantrums and demeans other people is masculine. Another one said, why are Republicans so afraid to face the reality of what Donald Trump actually looks like? I love that one. Soledad O'Brien, actually, she had the best response. Soledad O'Brien tweeted in response, she just said, I think maybe you are on drugs. I thought maybe we ought to drug test Bridget Gabriel before she sends out more tweets. Another user said, if you never hear from me again, it's because I laughed myself to death. Very good responses, and of course the list goes on and on. But why are Republicans out there trying to make Donald Trump the epitome of masculinity? I mean, as the one person pointed out, like, have you ever seen him? Like, are you aware of what this man looks like? You know that we have eyeballs and can see these things. You know that we can hear his mental incompetence when he speaks. So we know this is not the kind of man that any other man in this country should be looking at like, hell yeah, brother, that's what I want to be. Look at that man. Look at that gut hanging out as he crawls around the golf course looking for his golf balls. That's the manly guy? I mean, he wears more makeup than supermodels. He gets spray tans, for God's sakes. I mean, there's literally country songs that talk about how that's weak and not manly. Brad Paisley had one many years ago. It's a shame that I know that a little bit. But anyway, Trump is not a manly man. I'm not saying he's effeminate by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just saying Republicans are so desperate for that like big superhero He-Man type that they're willing to create one out of something that is clearly not going to fit that mold. That's how desperate they are for a savior for their party. So they're trying to force Donald Trump, the square peg, to fit into that round hole.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.